What's up guys, it's Captain's Productions 72. Welcome back to another episode of Figure Friday. We are not missing these episodes, we are on a roll with these again, which is good because the series for the longest time was not being done. But here we have episode 110, Mon Mothma from 2009. Fun fact, despite showing up in quite a few places including Andor more recently, Star Wars Rebels, fun fact she was also in Rogue One, as well as a deleted scene in Revenge of the Sith. Mon Mothma only has one minifigure, and that's kind of odd. It's in 7749 Mon Calamari Star Cruiser from 2009, one of the 10th anniversary LEGO Star Wars sets. This is a character that you would think I've showed up at least more than once, but no, this minifigure is exclusive to that set, although quite a few minifigures from that set have not resurfaced, so there is that. But yeah, let's get into this minifigure. So it's not got a lot of unique pieces. I think the torso might be the only part of this minifigure that's unique. It uses Anakin's Clone Wars hair and it uses a Leia face. If we turn the minifigure around, we're not going to have any back printing because it's 2009. It is kind of cool to see a white cape on a LEGO Star Wars minifigure. I was going through my minifigure collection the other day and this was a point that I thought I'd point out. It's so weird to see a white cape on a LEGO Star Wars minifigure for me. The only other minifigure I can think of is I think one of the First Order type troopers from the sequels had something like that. I'm not entirely sure, I'm not really into the sequel stuff, so I don't really collect any of it, but it is quite odd to see. I do like the torso. I mean, the torso looks really good for what it is in the movie. Obviously, this is representing her appearance in Return of the Jedi, which it is kind of good that we're getting more of these Return of the Jedi minifigures on here for the 40th anniversary, which is great. Again, it uses a Leia face and the Anakin hair. There is going to be no double-sided face, again, 2009, along with the reason there's no backprint. But overall, it's a basic minifigure, but it's like, it kind of works. It's one of those minifigures that really could do with an update. Sadly, it doesn't seem to be getting that update. This is the kind of character that you could really only fit in a couple places. If you were to do another set based off those episodes in Star Wars Rebels, which Star Wars Rebels has not had a set based off it since 2017. I think the very last Star Wars Rebels set was the Phantom 2 with Kanan and Thrawn. You could also put her in a Andor set, but the way it seems is these Disney Plus shows do not get a lot of sets based off them. It's not like back in like 2008 when, in 2009 when they do entire waves just based off the Clone Wars. They're very limited. It's like they're not doing anything like that anymore. The only other time I could see this minifigure popping up, and it's not in any of the rumour lists so far for this year, is if they were to do I think this would work really well with the diorama sets. If you were to do the kind of control room from the or the bridge rather, from the Mon Calamari Star Cruiser, and you could have that whole thing with the Death Star hologram. But other than that, it kind of makes sense that LEGO's not redone this figure. It's not a lot of opportunities to do it. I mean, that scene has only ever been represented once in LEGO, but I mean, it is not an expensive minifigure. It's decently priced if you want to pick it up. I do really like this minifigure, and I do recommend it, if you want some kind of higher up Rebel Command, it does work quite well for that. But again, there's not a lot to say on this minifigure or anything about it because, well, it's one of those ones, it's even for 2009, I feel like when I was looking at this, I'm like, weren't figures a bit more detailed in 2009? But to be fair, I'm referring to the Clone Wars ones that had the really insane prints. The very bright and colourful, so maybe that's what it is. Anyway, next week's episode will be a bit more interesting. Next week's episode is, drumroll, another minifigure from that era. Next week we will be doing Clone Wars Obi-Wan from 2008, first featured in the Republic gunship. So we'll be doing him next week. There'll be a bit more to talk about. But yeah, even though this is not a minifigure where there's a lot to say, it's still kind of cool to look at these minifigures because they're still cool. If you want to see a review on that set, I have one. I did one a couple months ago, back in December. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in that video with the Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think tomorrow on Saturday there'll be another video coming out and it will be a review on an old LEGO catalogue. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.